So good afternoon. So today let us see no load and block rotor test of a three-phase induction motor. So which will be carried out on the three-phase induction motor for conducting and finding the parameters, okay, of a three-phase induction motor from the circle diagram, okay, and also we can obtain the equivalent circuit parameters, okay. So the apparatus required will be ammeter, voltmeter, so UPF and LPF wattmeters. So that's it. So now let us go for the no load circuit. So while coming to the no load circuit, okay. So we are connecting a auto transformer which will be connected to a three-phase supply, and from the auto transformer we are connecting to the panel boards. Okay. So later we'll see. So that here the breakdown must be under no load condition. So we have to carefully see that while conducting under no load test. So the drum must be freely rotatable. So now, so this is your circuit diagram. So while coming to the circuit on the panel board, so here is the auto transformer. So where the all input as well as the output connections has been done, which will be coming to the panel board. So from the panel board, we are giving the input supply, that is RYB, three-phase, will be given to the three-phase auto transformer, that is the input terminals. Next, from the output terminal, as per the circuit diagram, so voltmeter will be connected between R and Y. And next, from R phase we are connecting to ammeter. Next, from ammeter we are connecting to LPF wattmeter M, LPF wattmeter M. So M and C are shorted. So from L we are connecting to one of the winding, so that is A1. Next, while coming to Y phase, so from Y phase, so we are connecting to one of the winding in the circuit, so that we are connecting to here Y phase, so that is B1. Next, all the voltage terminals of the wattmeter, that is V, will be connected to the Y phase. So voltage, that is 600 volts terminals, will be connected to Y phase. Next, the another terminal, that is B phase, so which will be connected to wattmeter M. Again M and C are shorted. Next, from L we are connecting to another winding of an induction motor, that is B2. So after connecting terminals, so short C1 B2, short A1 C2, and short B1 A2. So this is with respect to your no load connection. So now once the connections has been carried out, switch on the three-phase supply. Before switching on the three-phase supply, see the load is free and your breakdown has been rotating. Switch on the main supply MCB. So now come towards the auto transformer. So where is the auto transformer? Slowly, and check whether the rotor has been rotating. So once the rotor starts rotating, then you apply the full voltage, that is no load voltage. So by wearing the auto transformer, where is the voltage? Up to 450 volts. So once 450 volts has been applied, now check both the wattmeters. So one wattmeter shows the positive value, another wattmeter will be showing the negative value. So the wattmeter which is showing negative value, please interchange C and V terminals. So interchange C and V terminals. And now whatever the value it is showing, so note down that value as a negative value. So now wattmeter 1 reads 84 watts. Wattmeter 1 reads 84 watts. And the wattmeter 2 reads 41 watts. So W2 will be minus 41 watts. No load voltage 415 volts. And no load current is 2.75 amps. So now with respect to this value, calculate R0, X0 and cos phi naught. So cos phi naught can be calculated with respect to the power formula. W0 is equal to root 3 V0 I0 cos phi naught. Next, similarly with respect to no load resistance and no load reactance can be found by knowing the power factor, cos phi naught and no load current. Next, similarly for the block rotor test, consider the same circuit. So in place of LPF wattmeter, use UPF wattmeters and block the rotor tightly so that the rotor will not rotate. Now switch off the supply, bring the auto transformer to 0 and switch off the mains. Now block the rotor and go for using UPF wattmeters. So now after connecting the two UPF wattmeters, now please check the auto transformer whether it is in minimum position or no. If it is not, please get the auto transformer in minimum position. So once the auto transformer has been brought to minimum position, now switch on the 3-phase mains. Now slowly you must vary the auto transformer and apply the rated current, not the rated voltage. Apply the rated current of 4.8 amps. So slowly you vary the auto transformer and note down the current of 4.8 amps. So once if you noted down the value of rated current, now note down the power W1 and W2. So W1 gives the value of 100 watts and W2 gives the value of around 40 watts. Approximately you note down the value. So W2 is 40 watts and short circuit voltage will be around 84.2 volts. So by using multimeter, note down these values. And now based on these values, so find what is cos phi AC, find R01, X01 and Z01. Reduce the auto transformer to 0 and switch off the mains. Now with respect to this data, plot the circle diagram. So release the load, bring back to 0 position. So see that rotor will be rotatable. Thank you.